Alrighty guys, we are back at the freaking machine shop. Whipping the old van today. Yeah, we're back picking up that H22 head. Got some good news for you guys too. Got some good news. Let me go ahead and get this head, and then I will pick the camera back up once I return. Alright guys, back home now. Here's that head, bro. All freshened up. They cleaned all the valves off. Got those resealed with some fresh valve stem seals. There were no bent valves though. Not a single one. This is freaking sweet, bro. Head is good, man. All he had to do was clean everything up. I told him just surface it. We didn't shave a lot or nothing like that. I just had it surfaced. Well, we got a perfectly fresh, clean surface for that Felt Pro gasket to mate to. And everything else, man, is completely 140% stock. Like, I didn't do anything crazy. I still think I'm gonna try to do that 70 mil throttle body to try to get a little bit more airflow in it. But other than that, it is a high compression motor, so it should do better than like a A4, but it's gonna be, I'm gonna be hard pressed, bro. If I see 200 to the wheel, I'll be impressed, because I just don't see it happening. Nonetheless, the head is back. So now all I gotta do is order the rest of the stuff for it, which will probably be done next week. I gotta get the gasket, the water pump, and timing belt. I think I'm gonna hit Maxpeedingrods up again, because I don't know why I didn't think of this, but I think I'm gonna try to run Maxpeedingrods head studs. We're not gonna boost this probably ever, because I wanna retain AC. So I'm probably gonna turbo trap. So I'm planning on doing a video, man, sometime or another with trap, and I want to ask you guys, like, if you guys get whatever video I tell you, if you guys show me 1,000 likes, I'll put a turbo on trap. But this car, I think I'm gonna leave it all motor, man. Get it spiffy with the H22, but keep the AC, keep the power steering, full exhaust, just like a quiet AC, like you could drive every day, but when you get on it, it's got a little bit of pep. I feel like that'll be a great car. Then we'll get it cleaned up, we'll paint it, and yeah, put some wheels. Of course, we're gonna have Maxpeedingrods coilovers, and it's gonna be a nice ride. So that's the plan. I've come up with that. That's what we're gonna do with this. But the question is gonna be, how bad do you guys want to see trap turbo? So yeah, I'm gonna pick the camera back up once I'm back working on this thing, but I just went today and picked the head up.
150 cash in my hand, dusty 4G sitting on the land. Pop the hood in the tall dry grass, found a couple scales and a whole lot of gas. Big water snake coiled on the block, hiding in the bay, waiting for the shock. Wrenched them out with a steady grip, gripping this motor for a mountain trip. Snake 22, H22A, yeah, she's coming through. From the snake pit to the mountain peak, I kept screaming, hear the tires squeak. Snake 22, old school Honda, nothing left to prove. Snake 22, Snake 22. of the grind, leaky oil in the dirt. Lined up the gears, making sure the timing worked. Classic Vtec in a blue shell, running like a dream, sounding like hell. Trailers loaded and the tank is full, feeling every pound of that high-end tool. Tail of the Dragon's got a rind and spine.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, bro. In this vlog, we're gonna try to get this motor stripped down. I'm also probably gonna post this transmission for sale. I kind of was thinking about waiting until I knew for a fact the Prelude one was good, but there's no doubt in my mind that I want to run that Prelude trans. I do not want to do the Accord transmission on this one. So more often than not, like even if that's messed up, I'm just gonna get it fixed. And I still may end up dropping that thing off with James and letting him check it to make sure that it's like 110%, because it could maybe need bearings or something. It is an old transmission. All of these cars are old, so you never know the condition of anything. That's kind of where I'm at with that thing. Anyway, let me go ahead, start stripping this motor down. I'm gonna cue some more AI music, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments down below. I started playing with this app that makes music, like depending on how you want it to be. So let me know how you feel, bro. I think it's a really smooth vibe, and I think it's a nice change from what the beats I normally make, because actually some of it's gonna have lyrics in it. So I don't know, let me know, man. AI is the new wave, so I'm trying out making a little music. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. If I did get copyrighted and you didn't hear or see any of the AI music, but if not, hopefully you're enjoying it. It gives you a little something to bob your head to while we get this motor stripped down.
Watching YouTube to learn the routine. Saving my money, doing it clean. On the 90s Honda, that's still a machine. Oil change trick, I saw on the stream. Timing belt swap like a pro in the dream. No shop fee, just a socket and beam. That old Civic still runs supreme. Every click, every turn, I earn my way. No need to pay what the dealers say. Backyard mechanic, watching YouTube. Saving money, doing it true. Like these Hondas, old but new. I'm fixing myself, that's what I do. Brake pass one, I watch the gas slow. Jack it up, let the knowledge flow.
All right, guys, so we got the motor stripped all the way down. She is good to go. Wire harness is off. I took the IAC off thinking I might need it, because I do want to run the outer control valve on this car. I want it to be as factory as possible, just with a tuned H in it. So upon taking it off, I went and got this is the H manifold. This is the manifold we're gonna run. And upon looking at it, this must be a OBD1 H motor, bro, because it's still got the 2-wire, even though it's in the front, it's still a 2-wire setup. So this should plug and play. We might have to extend our factory harness a little bit to reach inside, maybe, but that's good news, man. It should plug and play right in there. Now I'm also looking into these injectors. Those are OBD1 plugs. This being a weird year, this must be an early year, 96, because it's actually still got OBD1 plugs on the injectors, even though it's a OBD2 car. So this was like one of those weird transitional years where it's like 95 and 96 ain't quite fully OBD2, but it is OBD2. Man, it'd be sweet, bro, if I looked at the computer and it had an OBD1 computer in it. That would be freaking awesome. But I feel like my other one I had was similar to this as well, where it had like OBD1. It might have had OBD2 injectors, but it was still a 95. I don't know, it was something weird. But from the factory, this thing has OBD1 injectors in it, but this is a 96 car. So yeah, it's weird like that, bro, but that's what they were doing. They're probably transitioning over to full OBD2 spec. So this is good, man. The injector should plug and play. We should be good there. The IX should plug and play. Everything else appears to be cool. Got a really weird fuel rail on it, where the fuel is inputted on this side, which is the case with pretty much any OBD1 car, especially the CB7s. They have their fuel comes in on the passenger side instead of the driver side, like most of the 95 up body styles. This being a 4th gen Prelude makes sense because it was definitely on this side. Like the 4th gen Preludes, they share a lot of similarities between a CB7. So that makes a lot of sense. The rail feeds right here. Not an issue. I do plan to run all of this same rail. And if anything, I can take the end from the factory line and just have a longer line made, or just cut it and get a piece of fuel hose and run it over and it'll be just fine. My turbo CB7 was like that for a while because again, the fuel comes in on this side and I used like a piece of fuel hose and ran it around to connect it to the JDM F23 side. So that's not an issue. We can make that work. Aside from that, man, I think we're pretty much solid here. This is really exciting, man. We're getting stuff done, even though it doesn't seem like it. We are making progress. The good thing is the return is on the right side, so we don't have to extend the return. We just need to extend the feed. This should be pretty dope, man. Aside from that though, the motor's pretty much ready. So I just gotta wait and see. I'm probably gonna go ahead and take some photos of this transmission, get that posted on Marketplace. But yeah, man, it's just what I'm doing right now, man. Just trying to kill time, get a little progress done. The major things I need are engine mount, and I need that head gasket stuff to put the H22 back together. So that's kind of what I'm just building up to, man. I'm gonna be able to order all of that stuff this coming week, and that'll probably come the following week. So it's kind of gonna be a bit of a standstill for a few while I situate parts. But again, it's just how it is doing it on my own. So YouTube don't pay, bro. It does not pay, especially me, because I don't have any, I don't get the views. So it's just gonna take me a while. This is what I wanna do. So this is, I'm not looking for YouTube to pay for it. This is stuff that I'm gonna do whether I film it or not. It's just, this is what it takes, man. It just takes a little while to get things together, be able to afford certain stuff. Once we get those items in, we can put that motor together. I'm gonna order everything, bro. To get the motor together, I'm gonna order the clutch, everything that we need at one time. So once everything comes in, we can just throw everything. It probably take us literally a weekend, man. We can throw this thing together and probably go ahead and get it thrown in and get closer toward that first start. I still got to get with Jeff about the ECU, see when he's gonna try to get the Hyundai swapped into his wagon so that I can get that chip computer. Aside from that, man, I need to figure an exhaust out. So looking under this thing, it appears that it is a catback all the way up to there. And yeah, it's just got a factory cat still on it. So we can chop it right there before the cat and just put piping in. And I think we should be good. They got a flex plate near the back. But yeah, this is definitely, that's definitely gotta be a 2 and some change freaking catback. So I'd say we should be all right running it, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this little vlog up right here, man. I think next time we're gonna go ahead, try to, I guess, assemble this enough to roll it outside. I think I'm gonna go ahead with pressure washing this bay out. Again, I'm not gonna paint it, but I do think it could definitely benefit from just a good spray out, get all of the old oil and stuff cleaned out of there, so if we have any new leaks, we can see them. But yeah, aside from that, man, I need to check into a hose kit. I want to get all of these radiator hoses replaced, especially these heater core ones while the engine's out. And I still need to get a fuel filter. It's not bad, bro. Things are gonna really come together on this car soon, and we're gonna have some fun. So I guess, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up right here. I will catch you guys next time. Remember, respect all bills. Peace out.